Hi, welcome to Lyngby. With me I have Andreas from Rhino Motors.
Hello.
Hello, and he is going to tell us all about the different motors in the Rhino motor range. But why choose electric motors in the first place? Well, they are environmental friendly, they are easy to carry, and they make very little noise on the lake. So you don't disturb the environment and the wildlife on the lake. But let's take a look at all the different motors.
Here are our complete motor range from Rhino Motors. So we have the Vue X24, a brushless motor. We have the DX series, very energy saving. We have the existing Vue X reliable series. We have the small Cobalt. We have the Black Edition series here. We have a bow mounting motor, and finally the newest one, the CR30 Vue F, a universal motor for belly boat, for small rubber boats, rear and bow mounting. Now we want to show you how to mount the Vue X24 brushless motor and after the BMR GPS motor on the Glasfaser boat. Okay, so this motor is easy to handle. You can see I screw down the screws now, so it's fixed, and now you can connect to the battery. And less than 1 minute and you can start. The Vue X series. We have in this series the Vue X70 and the Vue X110. The Vue X70 is a 12 volt version and the Vue X110 is a 24 volt version. Both motors have brushless motor inside. It's very reliable. Since 2016 in our range, test winner in many magazines, a good companion for many angler, also for sailboats. Here's USB connection and so on. A lot of features. It's a workhorse for your boat. Okay, here I show you the telescopic tiller. With the handle you can move the motor reverse and forward. Also you have here the sport mode for 30% increase of speed for a short time. Here's the voltage display. Here is the quick release system of the motor, easy to handle. Here you can increase the depths into the water. Here you can control the tension of the steering. Here, so I fix it a little bit and you can see here the steering will be stronger. Sometimes it's an advantage to have a bow mounting motor together with a rear mounting motor on your boat. Here I will show you the mounting of a bow mount GPS motor of our Rhino bow mount GPS on a boat. Here you can see a standard nylon plate bow mounting. It will fit for any Rhino motors and other motors also. Here. So now it's fixed. Now I show you how to put it into the water. So you move it forward, press down this handle here and then move it down. Adjust the depths. Click it into the steering and now you can drive. Here I've switched on our GPS BMR motor. So fully remote controlled, GPS function, track recording, anchor function, compass function and so on. So you have all what you need for a successful fishing day. Here I can show you the display of the BMR GPS motor. Here you can see the anchor function, track recording, cruise control, compass function and spot saving. With these buttons you can switch on off the propeller and increase and decrease the power. Here you can steer left and steer right. Now I'm going to introduce you the new motor series DX Vue. This is a brand new technique with reliable motor from the Vue X, since 20 years reliable, and on top you have a extremely modern motor electronic battery saving, where you can save up to 50% battery against a comparable motor, for example like the Vue X24. We have some extra features like USB connection. You have a very great display on top, which shows you many functions about the motor, the voltage, the speed, some control function inside, and so on. You have a telescopic tiller. You have a variable motor, power, steering, and the series comes from 35 lips up to 68 lips. The main common motor is the 55 lips, which you can use on many boats up to 6 meters, and because of the shaft length you can use this motor also on sailboats, of course. So you have a reliable motor, battery saving, and the best motor for your fishing day. I now present you the Vue X motors with brush motor. Lasts more than 700 hours, so no need to check every year or every 2 years. So normally it lasts a complete life of the motor. We have the Vue X with 5-speed forward gear and 2-speed reverse gear with quick release motor mount, and we have a model, a shortened down model for low money. This is a Renault Eco Vue X50. So if you don't want to spend not so much money, you can take this one. This has the reliable technique of the Vue X and some shorter features than the normal Vue X. The Vue X series begins at 35 lips. It's a lightweight motor, 6 kilograms. Then we have the common 54 model with 54 lips, and finally the 65 lips motor with the neodymic technique. There is inside here a neodymic magnet and saves you battery but gives you a lot of power. So with this you have a motor for angler life. Here we have the smallest version of our motor range, the Rhino Cobalt. The name is Vue X24, so 24 lips and not more than 4 kilogram weight. So a very light motor, usable with enough power for small rubber boats, canoe, kayak, and also for belly boat. It has 2 forward and 2 reverse gears, had a removable handle, and it's usable for holiday and for other things to do with this small motor, handy for your luggage in the holidays. Silent and dark through the night, the new black edition. We have considered many carp angler requests in the past to create a fully black motor model. This motor has following features. First, a movable motor head vertically and horizontally. You can see here. Further, a nice display which is showing you the 5 forward speeds and the 2 reverse speed and a battery capacity symbols. Further, we have the reliable 20 years technique from Rhino Vue X and a long enough shaft to use this motor also on sailboats. We have following models in this range: a 35 lips model, a 55 lips model and a 65 lips model. Yeah. This motor is usable for belly boats, also for kayak and any fisher boats. So you have a good motor not only for carp angler. Now I want to introduce you our brand new Rhino motor, the CR30 Vue F. Fully remote control, 10 forward steps, 1 reverse gear and many features for your belly boat, and also you can mount it on the rubber boat up to 3,50 meters. It's enough power in this motor to mount it and to move on a bigger rubber boat. You have a special feature to move the steering with one push into forward direction. You have a battery display, shows you the battery capacity. You can mirror the steering, depend where you're sitting on your boat. You can steer the motor like this, that when you push the right button, the boat turns right. When you push the left button, the boat turns left. When you're sitting in front of the motor, you mirror the steering, press the same button and the boat does the same. A great motor with 29 lips and very handy, only 5 kilogram weight, but enough power for your fishing trips. Here you can see the functionality of the remote control. Here is the steering left and right. Here you can switch on the propeller and can control the speed in 10 steps. Minus again. Here is a reverse gear. You push one time and hold it, and then reverse gear begins to turn. And then all motor functions are stopped. And you can begin with propeller on and with first step, second and so on. So when you turn to left and push this button, the steering automatically goes into forward position. Also we have here a special safety feature, a deadman switch. You can put on your clothing, and if you go out of your boat by an accident, it switches off all motor functions. So the boat don't sail away from you. Now I show you the 4 mounting position of this motor. So I remove this collar, move this motor up, and now you can move it into right, maybe kayak position. You can move it into left kayak position, and you can move it into rear mounting rubber boat position. Now I have moved this motor ready for the rubber boat mounting. Okay, and at the end of the day I will show you some nice accessories for your motor to protect it when not in use or during transport. Here is the head cover in 2 colors. We have in camu and in black, so it's easy to put over, and then your motor is protected. Further, we have for all our remote controls the RC bag. So you can put in easily your remote control at the end of the day and is protected for the transport. That's all for today. It was my pleasure to show you our complete motor range, and see you on the water.